The story begins in the darkness of night when Begum Sahiba's car stops. A servant tries to speak to her, but Begum Sahiba angrily and arrogantly scolds him and boasts about her son's superiority. On the other hand, Yaqub, a loyal servant, is weighed down by the burden of his conscience. He packs his belongings and prepares to leave the house. He gives his farewell message to the other servant Bilal, saying that his time in this bungalow is over. Yaqub leaves a letter for Begum Sahiba in which he clearly writes that he is confused between halal and haram salt, loyalty and betrayal. He is a simple man and only knows that his master, Ali, truly loves Miral and his marriage should not happen anywhere else. Because of this guilt from his conscience, he quits his job so he no longer has to hide the truth from his master. In the darkness and solitude of the night, a deeply troubled Yaqub calls Ali. Ali, who is away from the city, becomes anxious upon receiving a call so late at night and asks about the well-being of his family. In a trembling voice, Yaqub breaks the horrifying news that Ali had never even imagined. He tells him that Miral's wedding is happening, and it is tomorrow. Hearing this, Ali feels the ground slip from under his feet. He immediately calls his grandmother and emotionally asks if what he is hearing is true. The grandmother helplessly admits that it is true. Ali says while crying that he had left his trust, Miral, with her, so how did all this happen? The grandmother tries to console him by saying it is for the best, according to Allah's will, but Ali refuses to accept it and says that she must be hiding something. He warns her that if anything happens to Miral, she will lose her grandson forever. He does not want to become a criminal against his own love, so he immediately calls his assistant and orders him to book an urgent ticket on the next flight, then rushes to the airport. Meanwhile, Miral is sitting in her room next to her bridal dress, praying desperately to Allah in a state of extreme pain and helplessness. She tearfully admits that she is very weak and not at all prepared for this new and forced journey in her life. She prays to Allah for ease in her and her mother's life. The next morning, Begum Sahiba remains sitting silently in the same place all night. Her maid Amna urges her to eat breakfast and take care of her health, but Begum Sahiba's conscience is tormenting her. She confesses that her past wrong decisions have now turned into a wall standing in front of her, and that wall is now collapsing on her. Her biggest fear is that when Ali finds out the truth, he will consider his mother a criminal and distance himself from her. At the same time, Elia meets a mysterious man in a room. She gives him a thick envelope full of money as payment for the work he did on her instructions. When the man looks at the money and says that no one should ever find out about this, Elia arrogantly reminds him of his status and insults him. When the man tries to reply, Elia slaps him and says that she paid him a special amount for a special job, and this slap mark on his face is also revenge for that insult. She threatens him to leave the city. Wedding preparations are in full swing at Miral's house. Miral's mother has been busy with work since morning and is happy that she is the mother of the bride. Miral is busy with her mobile and tells her that many calls from Ali came last night, but due to a problem with her phone, she didn't notice. She is worried about Ali and his grandmother's well-being, but her mother stops her from thinking about all this and tells her to focus on the wedding preparations. Meanwhile, Miral's uncle arrives home and brings an automatic washing machine as a gift, bought with his life savings for Miral. The uncle emotionally remembers Miral's late father, Ahmed Raza, and places his hand on Miral's head, saying that after her father's departure, she should not consider herself an orphan. Her uncle will always stand by her. However, he does not have the courage to see Miral leave, so he hands over the house keys to her and leaves without attending the wedding. As soon as Ali reaches the city, he comes home and finds out that Yaqub has quit his job. Ali immediately calls Yaqub. Yaqub says he has been waiting for him and that the water has gone over his head. Ali encourages him, saying he is on his way and will not let the water go over their heads. In the final scene of the episode, the Barat reaches Miral's house and she is called outside. On the other side, Ali and Yaqub are rushing towards Miral's house. Begum Sahiba's other servant, Zulkarnain, is following Ali to keep an eye on the situation. Ali is moving towards Miral, fighting a life-and-death battle to stop his love from being married to someone else, where on one side there is the celebration of the Barat and on the other, the desperate race of a lover. Teaser for the next episode, episode 17. The teaser for the next episode of Shaidai brings a major and sensational twist to the story, where the clash of love, conspiracy, and truth has reached its peak. The scenes in the teaser are full of intense emotions and suspense. The teaser begins with the same chaotic situation where Miral's wedding rituals are about to start and the Barat is standing at the door. Miral, who is in deep agony inside, is preparing for the nikah when Ali makes a sudden and stormy entry. Ali breaks through all obstacles and enters the hall. the fear of losing his love and anger are clearly visible on his face. The biggest explosive twist comes when, upon seeing Ali, Miral's emotions go out of control. Without caring about the Bharat or the guests, she openly refuses to marry in front of everyone. Miral's courageous decision comes as a huge shock to everyone present, especially her mother and the in-laws. Miral clearly declares that she will not sell her life under any pressure, and behind this refusal stands Ali's presence and the power of his true love. On the other hand, Alia's dark deeds and conspiracies are now on the verge of being exposed. The man whom Alia had paid to leave the city and slapped is burning with revenge. He is now ready to reveal all of Alia's secrets in front of Miral and Ali, which could end Alia's game forever. In the final scenes of the teaser, there is also a bitter and emotional conversation between Ali's grandmother and Begum Sahiba, where the grandmother shows Begum Sahiba a mirror to her past decisions and arrogance, telling her what a great sin she has committed by putting the happiness of the children at stake. Ali is now not ready to bow down or step back in front of anyone. He is determined to hold Miral's hand and free her from this prison. In the next episode, viewers will see whether Ali and Miral succeed in walking out of the wedding mandap together in front of everyone, and how Alia's face is exposed before all. The story has now completely taken a new and explosive turn.